Plaintiffs Freda Smalls and her daughter Karen Thomas met the defendant at church, where Della Reese is the reverend. Karen says despite the fact that the defendant loves dating African-American women, neither of them ever dated him, and they're suing him for an unpaid loan. Defendant Michael Stone says he was Della Reese's bodyguard and then became her manager, and he borrowed money from the plaintiffs to invest in a show he was doing with Della. Michael says the plaintiffs are suing for more than he owes.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor. Mike Stone and I, we all go to the same church, Reverend Della Reese led Understanding Principles for Better Living in Los Angeles, California. And
Is that a universal church?
Yes, it is.
What's the title of the universal denomination?
New Thought.
Universal New Thought?
Yes, sir.
And Pastor Johnny Coleman here in Chicago?
Yes.
Same, all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, she was a friend and spoken for her church. And I know about you all. I've read a lot about you all's beliefs.
Okay,
Share
great.
some of them.
That is really wonderful. I'm like,
Good
great.
surprise.
See,
And
folks
also
don't
know-
think I'm a spiritual man. Anytime you have as many challenges as I do, you got to go to every church that'll let you in.
That's
You know,
right.
that those who are nearly sin-free, they can just sit home and wait on the Lord. But us sinners, we curse every now and then. You take your nip or whatever the Bible say you're not supposed to do, and we got to go to church.
You got to do something right.
Well, you got to pick the right church. Some churches have a cigarette section.
Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am. So you all go to Universal Church. Is this where you know this gentleman from?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Your Honor.
All right, good. That's one of the things I love about Universal Church. They are biracial for the most part. Most of
That's
them
it.
around the country. And Della Reese is a great leader.
Thank
Give her
you.
my
Well,
regards.
I sure will.
ahead.
Matter of fact, after it's over, I'm going to give you a...
No, I want you to show it to me now. Unfold it so we can see. I want folks to know what you got. What does it say there?
It says Della Reese presents, and
What about the back?
says Della Reese presents a production of Michael Stone events.
Let me see it. Turn it around. Okay, I'm trying to get you to show it to me so we can have you on TV.
And then
All
we
right.
have SWV,
Good.
Sisters with Voices.
That's right. All right. I love Della Reese. She's from Detroit, by the way. I
That's
don't know if
right.
y'all know that.
Okay.
Anything else? And your background with the defendant. Tell me about that.
Mike Stone had become very close to me. He's like family, you know. And,
Since when? How long ago?
2003.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
You know, he was very welcoming when we started going to church there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's a good guy. Very flirtatious, good guy too.
right.
He loves the women, the sisters.
Who doesn't?
Right. He said, who doesn't? That's right.
He loves them sisters.
That's true.
So,
I have to state this.
Did you
Your
all
Honor.
ever date him?
No, Your Honor.
No, he
She
said-
half answered.
no, he's tried, but you know.
He was like a son to me.
Mike, give me the real deal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She hemming and hawing over there. Give me the background on your friendship with the ladies.
Well, I've known the girls, like they said, since 2003.
From church?
From church. I was Della's bodyguard, and you know, later on I became her manager. And,
Really? While she was doing Touched by an Angel?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, great.
And Della and I decided to put together a show called Della Reese Presents, and we did. I had exhausted the funds I put into it already, $40,000, and I needed extra funds to...
That was a stage production?
Stage production
Yeah, I
was
recall.
outrageous, yeah. But,
But you all always had a good relationship. We're going to get to the money
yeah.
issues.
Oh, yeah, always. I've always
All
had a
right.
good relationship with
Were
the
you
girls.
ever successful in hitting on her?
No.
She hemmed and hawed.
It was in fun.
In
It
fun?
was in fun, yeah. I was hitting on her, but it was just in fun.
What?
Okay. So if she'd have said, all jokes aside,
Let's do this.
yeah, what would you say?
Since we're in the court of
ahead,
law, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say yeah. I would have
There
said.
you go. It wasn't just for fun.
Plaintiffs Freda Smalls and her daughter Karen Thomas say they met the defendant at their church, where Della Reese is the reverend. And they're suing for money they invested in a show the defendant was doing with Della.
Go ahead, ma'am. Tell me about the loan you ladies are suing him for.
Well, like he explained, he came short, and we understood after the show, you know, and by him being a friend, I said, okay, we'll wait, you know. Where was he going to go? We all go to the same church, you know, so my mother and I, we signed a contract with Mike, and we loaned him the $3,000.
What was the loan and the contract? You have such a contract?
Yes,
yeah?
I do, Your
Let's see it, please. Now, y'all get in here and embarrass Pastor Reese. She is internationally renowned. The borrower agrees to pay back. All right, you say loaned him $3,000 and he was to pay, sir. I have a contract saying you agreed to pay $3,000, and what do you say to that?
Well, I agree with that, but I did. They failed to mention that I did pay back $500 in cash.
When?
Right, right after the show.
I don't know when the show was.
I'm
What
sorry,
year?
it was June 20th, 08.
08, okay,
Yes.
wow. All right.
Your Honor, that's not 2008. It was 2009.
That's true, because the
Oh,
contract was
Oh, okay, I'm
2009.
sorry. You're right, it was 2009.
Do you recall $500?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Do you, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
That's not true. You know that's not. Your Honor, that's not true.
Well, I'm going to let Pastor Della Reese work it out who's lying. All I'm going to do is see who I believe. And you have the burden of proving that he owes $3,000, and you have the burden of proving that you paid $500 toward this. Do you have any evidence?
I do not. It was on
So
good faith.
you have been unable to prove, and they have been able to do so. So in the court of law, I have to grant them the judgment. Now in Della Reese's court, she probably gonna judge all of you all. She's not gonna be playing. I've seen her a time or two get a little.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
don't
I've been
play.
on-
Put it that way.
That's right.
Yeah, I've been on that other end.
Huh?
I've been on that end.
You've been on the end of her not playing. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Judgment for the plaintiff, $3,000 once again. Give her my regards. I love her to death. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Your Honor. Mike, you know I love you. This is just, you know, it's business. And I hope.
understand that. And I love you guys too. I always have, you know.
Okay.
And
We do.
you all know that I would never do anything to hurt you, ever.
We
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
All right.
love you.
All right.